Hey, today I'll be talking about episodes 47 through 48 of RuYi's Royal Love. Strolling around one day, RuYi spots a maid really giving it to a eunuch. She complains that he's been giving the best positions to the maids that bribe him. No doubt true, this happens in literally every department. The problem is, the maid is saying it out loud. RuYi interrupts her beating. She punishes the head eunuch with a caning and makes it clear that she doesn't want to see unfair practices like this from any of the other eunuchs going forward. I do love that RuYi is doing her part, but I'm half crying, half laughing because if only corruption was that easy to solve. Impressed with her strength, she asked the maid to come and work at her palace. So, introducing our new maid, RongPei. By the way, here's a tinfoil hat theory. Did she do this on purpose to get RuYi's attention? I mean, look where she's standing. She'd have to be blind not to see RuYi's procession. RongPei shows that she's capable right away, stopping the Internal Affairs Department from sending RuYi brightly colored clothes, knowing that she's still in mourning after the first prince's death. Hailan is also impressed with her, and Suoshin can finally settle into her married life, knowing RuYi has someone to take care of her. RongPei was obviously written to be liked, to fill the hole that Suoshin left. It's obvious, but I'm a sucker. I love her. RongPei replaces Suoshin as the head maid. Jia realizes she has lost the fight for the Empress, although if we're being honest, she never really had a chance. It would have been Chun or RuYi. Jia turns her focus to making sure one of her sons becomes the crown prince so she can rely on him making her the Empress Dowager.
皇后之位额娘是没指望了，但是这太子之位非你莫属。
There was a rift between these two when they were sort of fighting for the Empress position, but it seems to have healed. Well, really, it's RuYi being gracious. She could easily hold a grudge for Chun's nasty attitude literally the moment she got a modicum of power, but she knows Chun's not all that bright. Chun was fooled by the people around her giving her a big head. After she got in trouble, she realized that those fair weather friends are nowhere to be found, and I think she's got her head back on straight. Forgiving her is kind, but it's also smart. No reason to make enemies when you don't need to. At the very least, Chun still has children, and she's still a noble consort. You'd think just losing a son would make the emperor cherish the time he has with his kids, but no. He starts berating the third prince, now the oldest son, for being lazy in his studies. Fifth prince sticks up for him, saying third prince only got poor marks because he was helping them study.
你说是不是？是。
The emperor sees it for what it is, him trying to help out his older brother. So really, it just makes the fifth prince look even better. I wanna say fifth prince is too young to scheme like this to make himself look good, but then I've seen him in action. Hailan has been raising him to be a devious little mastermind. He could be doing this on purpose. The Empress Dowager calls RuYi in to make her feelings known.
哀家最不中意你做皇帝的皇后。
No one cares! Who asked? RuYi tells her the truth. Becoming the Empress has nothing to do with power, she just wants to be with the Emperor.
他希望陪在他身侧的是皇后，也是妻子。臣妾心中所向，并非后位，而是皇上的妻子。
The Empress Dowager seems to pity her and reminds her that the Emperor can never truly love anyone. The genuine, loving relationship she wants will never come to pass. She warns her not to place all of her happiness on getting the Emperor's heart. This is literally the best advice she's ever given her. If only RuYi took it. With RuYi becoming the new Empress, Jingse is invited back to the palace for the ceremony. It's been 2 years since she was married off to that Mongolian clan, and it's the first time she's seen the Emperor since then. She is, of course, not happy about RuYi becoming the Empress because her mother wouldn't be. Not like she can do anything about it though. The day of the ceremony arrives. I love seeing Suoshin and Hailan by her side. They could not be prouder of her. The whole procession is really beautiful. The outfits, the decorations. It's all beautiful. They put that budget to good use. Everything goes off without a hitch, and RuYi becomes the Empress. These two are actually crazy cute. They look so poised during the ceremony, but that night they look like a real couple, happy but exhausted after the big day. I want to love all these promises he's making about taking care of her forever, but I know how this ends, so... The next morning, RuYi hosts her first
Morning Reading Club.
请皇后娘娘万安。
Jia immediately starts to test her limits, wearing bright red, even though RuYi is the only one who should be wearing that color, since she's the one who just got married.
家嫔今日打扮的可真是娇艳啊！
本宫心里只惦记着皇上说过，喜欢本宫穿红色。皇后娘娘不会怪臣妾吧？
It's funny because RuYi is pretty much in the same position her aunt was in with Huafei.
今儿早上，皇上偏不让本宫起得早，所以就迟了。皇后娘娘不生气吧？
But unlike her aunt, RuYi isn't going to lie down and take it. She tells Jia she has decided to make her a noble consort. This is a calculated move, as accepting the new position also means accepting her authority over her.
谢过皇后。
RuYi makes sure to leave her kneeling while she has a little chat with Chun before allowing her to stand up. I know you all have eyes and I don't need to talk about every detail of every scene. I just love everything about this part. RuYi then asks her maid to bring in the earrings she prepared for her two leading ladies, Chun and now Jia. Though she's ready to move on, she has not forgotten what Jia did to Suo Shin. When Jia gets her earrings, first of all, they're made of that knockoff stone from the bracelet that started the whole affair rumor, so ha ha. But also, Jia realizes the hooks have purposely been made thicker than usual.
皇后娘娘的用意，臣妾明白。
你明白吗？
RuYi does not mince words.
你明白什么是对错，什么是是非，什么是安分守己吗？本宫赐你这对红玉髓耳坠，就是要时刻提醒你，不要生事惹祸，辜负了本宫的深意。
They're far too thick for her ears, but RongPei is kind enough to give her a helping hand. This is a punishment for Jia, but it's also a lesson to everyone at the meeting. RuYi might be a new empress, but she's not new here. And I don't think RuYi enjoys this, but it kind of has to be done. Taking the hint, none of the other women will say anything in support of Jia and actually start piling on.
作为嫔妃，说话不用敬语，你也跟咱们是一样的，都是妾罢了。妾室就永远都是正室的奴婢。
Jia has no choice but to sit and let RongPei force the earrings into her ears. Suo Shin gets to watch from the sidelines, finally getting at least a bit of revenge for what she did to her leg. Scenes like this, I think, are really good at showing how the line between good and bad can become so blurred based on your point of view. RuYi looks like an evil, tyrannical empress in this scene.
大伙儿觉得好看吗？
好看。
I support her 100%, but it's kind of funny, isn't it? Just saying, the previous empress also believes she did bad things because she had to. Jia, of course, goes to cry to the emperor, but when RuYi and him meet later, he's just like, yeah, she deserved it. Well done. He even punished her further for complaining.
皇上明断。
Loving the marital harmony we have going on. Wonder how much longer that's gonna last. In another sweet moment, the emperor, in his happiness, decides to end the practice of forcing forgotten consorts into the cold palace. Remembering how much RuYi suffered those few years, he has decided to let them out, allowing them to live out their days in dignity. These two are so happy right now. Not fake consort emperor happy, but really, truly happy. They finally get to be painted together, which is so sweet since before they used to have to settle for painting each other. It's just adorable. The introduction of RongPei really cracks me up because I feel like the writer was just like, okay, everyone's ready to quit this drama. It's so depressing. How about we give RuYi one win? Let's just write the perfect maid. I mean, I guess becoming the empress is a win in a way, but honestly, I agree with what RuYi was saying earlier. Being the empress isn't all it's cracked up to be. It was a good, strong first move, putting Jia in her place in front of everyone, but of course it won't end there. Jia will retaliate or someone else will take their shot. It just never ends. Now that RuYi is the highest power in the harem, not only does she need to protect herself, she practically has to be everywhere at once. At least she's got Hailan, and to a lesser extent, Chun. I know she declared her loyalty or whatever, but She turned so quickly before that I wouldn't be so quick to trust her again. Till next time, thanks for watching.